Hello selfies, how are you all doing? I am doing well, my peace and blessings. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want us to talk about patience. One of our selfies was requested that I discuss on how to be patient and how to learn to be patient. Well, I was intrigued by that because I personally believe that patience is a very important skill for a person to have. Okay, so now first of all, let's talk about what is patience. Patience is the capacity or the ability for someone to tolerate or accept delay, trouble, or suffering without any judgment, without any anger, or without any frustration. So that is what patience is. Now, how can one learn to be patient with all situations in your life? So the first step in learning how to be patient is to trust and believe the process of life. It's to know that and believe that everything in life is in divine order. It is where it has to be. You are where you need to be, okay? The right time, the right place, this is where you at. And because this is where you at, you ought to trust that, and you trust the process of life. You trust that there's a being in you, and this being has your best interest at heart. This being has all that it has to give you, that is only the good, great, the constructive, and also the significant. So by believing that and by trusting that, then it kind of give you, this feeling of, peace and joy within yourself. Because, for example, let's say this, you're going to, work, or you're going to an appointment that you have, and you are, you're rushing to get there. The being inside of you knows that what is ahead of you. The being might delay the trip to go to your appointment because this being is all knowing, all seer, all hearer. So the being is aware of what is ahead of you. So to protect you, the being has to delay something within the house, or maybe there might be like a delay on the freeway, so that you are protected. So you must identify this within yourself, that there is no such thing as delay. There's no such thing as, I am not on time. You're always on time. You're always at the right place. That is one thing that you must put in the back of your mind, in the side of your mind, in the front of your mind. You must be okay with this idea. Just say that I'm always at the right time. I'm always at the right place. Okay. And you are always trusting this process of life and this universal superconscious mind, who is all knowing, all seer, and also all hearer. Another step that you can do to learn how to be patient is to live in the present moment. Selfies, let me tell you one thing. No one is going anywhere. Okay? No one is going anywhere. We're all heading to the same place. Let me tell you something that I tell myself all the time. I would ask myself and say, where are you going? When you see people rushing and pulling and pushing and stressing themselves out, graying their hair, creating all this wrinkle, for what? What are you doing all this for? Because every step that we take in this life, we're getting closer and closer and closer to our physical death. That means to where we eventually take off of this garment, and then we kind of transition to the next worlds. So what I'm saying is that every step that we're taking, we're getting closer to death. Okay. And I'm sure a lot of us do not want to leave this physical plane or this earth plane because a lot of us are afraid of dying. Well, if you're afraid of dying, or if you don't know what death means, then every process towards this final end, you would appreciate it. You will love it. You will embrace it. You will celebrate it. Instead of rushing through life, instead of just taking everything, stressful and too much. To learn how to be patient is to live in the present moment, to make sure that you do not judge the present moment, to enjoy the best of everything in the present moment, and to not stress yourself too much about the future, because the future never comes. Let's say your next step, okay, you start the car and you're heading to work, and as soon as you get outside, you get into a car accident, God forbid, right? And you die. then whatever you planned for yesterday, it never came. So if you were someone who was very stressful at the time of you getting ready to go to work before this accident, then you never live life. So what I'm trying to say is this: try to live and enjoy every aspect of your living, okay? When you're combing your hair, enjoy the process of combing your hair. When you're doing your makeup, enjoy the process of doing your makeup. Enjoy the process of dressing. Enjoy the process of walking, because you have the two legs and you're able to coordinate one foot after another and able to make these steps towards your car. Enjoy that process. Appreciate that process. See around you while you're walking and seeing all these beautiful trees, seeing all these beautiful, flowers and the sky. You see all these beautiful things that are around you, so you would appreciate that there's nothing that you should be rushing towards, or there should be nothing that you should be stressed about. So this way you will learn how to be patient, and you will learn how to get to the next step without literally getting yourself stressed out. Another step that you can incorporate in your life on how to be patient is, for example, if someone is ahead of you, okay? Someone is ahead of you in line, and it's taking too long for that process to solve itself. For example, you are at the airport, or you're at the grocery store, or anywhere there's lines, and the counter customer service person is helping the next customer. Compassion and empathy would help you with patience, because you would know that, okay, I'm sitting here in line. I am just going to, live in the present moment. I am going to enjoy the process of standing here. I'm going to enjoy all these people around me, and I'm enjoying the process of life. The next step would be compassion and empathy, because we do not have enough conclusion or enough information to say that it is taking too long. We do not know what is going on within those two people, between those two people. Could it be, the way you exercise compassion and empathy, could it be that maybe their passport is not up to date and they didn't even know that? Could it be that they accidentally, or maybe bought the wrong ticket? Could that be? And they're trying to figure that out. Could it be that the customer service personnel is new? They're learning the process of, getting people check in, and it's taking a little bit longer for them. So then you tend to see people from where they're at. You do not have enough information to make conclusions and start frustrating yourself and start stressing yourself and build all these things within yourself that is not helpful to you. So my suggestion to you, really, to learn how to be patient, is to have compassion, is to have empathy, and is to also meet people where they're at. To always say that if this was me, or if this was the situation about me, how would the next person feel? How would I want the next person to feel? So that way you will learn how to be patient in life, and you will learn how to wait, and how to just enjoy the process of waiting. Another process that you can incorporate in your life when it comes to patience is to see everyone as yourself, is to understand that there's no one outside of you but you. Okay, so when you look at someone in their eyes, or the people of their eyes, you're not going to see that person. You will see a reflection of you. What does that tell you? That tells you that every person is you pushed out. Every person is a reflection of the image and the light within you. So if you see everyone as yourself, then you'll be patient to live with people. You'll be patient to talk to people. You'll be patient to wait for people and to understand people. You see? So patience is really important in life, okay? Because you need patience to be really peaceful, happy, joyful. Okay. And another thing that I would add on to this, how to be patient, is to assume the best for people. Always assume the best case scenario for people. Do not judge people. Do not judge unless you too be judged, right? I personally say, when people judge me, okay, it doesn't affect me much, because all they're trying to tell me is what is inside of them. You see what I'm saying? So I basically, have compassion for people like that, and I have understanding for people like that, and I pray for people like that. Okay, so patience is really important in life. Now, here's an affirmation that you can tell yourself about patience. Okay, so when it comes to life circumstances and life, what we call trouble or problems or things like that, let me discuss this with you. Circumstances don't make a man. Okay, man makes circumstances. So know that whatever it's a problem in your life, or whatever you think it is, undesirable circumstances going on in your life, it too shall pass. There's nothing in this world that is stagnant. There's nothing in this world that is forever. There's nothing in this world that is permanent. Okay, so whatever is going on in your life, whatever is bothering you today in your life, have this affirmation with you and always tell yourself, this too shall pass. Because you know what, at the end of the day, it shall pass. Remember what I said last time in most of my videos is that you are the journey. Okay, you are the path, you are the passenger, and you also this whole life. Okay, it's all about you, selfie. It's all about you. So if there is a problem in your life, don't fight the problem. Be one with the problem and tell yourself, this too shall pass. There's a reason why that circumstance came into your life. There's a reason. Remember the process of life. Remember trusting the process of life and trusting this universal superconscious mind who has your best interest at heart, who is here to help you in all aspect of your life, who is here in every minute of your life, can never sleep, never slumber. It is the universal superconscious mind. Even when you're sleeping, your heart rate is beating, you're able to breathe, you're able to perspirate, you're able to assimilate, and you're able to kind of do like a whole cascade within you, heal your wound, heal all these things within you. So obviously your problems are not too big of a problem to this universal superconscious mind. So if you believe in this, and when you start to really incorporate this in your life, selfies, everything that comes to you, it's literally like a pass. You see it, the problem, for example, is coming, and then you're watching it, eventually it will drop off on its own weight. It always does. Things drop off on their own weight. You just have to be a believer. You just have to trust this process of life, okay? And when you do, then you will see wonderful things start to happen in your life, because surrendering to this universal superconscious mind is all that you need. Let me share with you some of the affirmations that I use for patience, or when something is going on in my life, to kind of keep me still, to keep me centered. I always tell myself I'm in my true place. I am doing what I need to do now. I am being directed by the universal superconscious mind right now. The energy of the universal superconscious mind is flowing through me now. It's illuminating me. It's expanding me. It's growing me. It's making me think right. I'm always at the right place at the right time. And things are working for me in the wonderful way that is known to the universal superconscious mind. And I accept this joyously, happily, and, divinely. So I talk to myself a lot, because I felt like when I talk to myself, I am able to manipulate my mind in believing in what I want to believe. So I hope this video helps. I hope this video brings you peace, joy, happiness, and prosperity. Peace be upon you, and God Almighty's blessings.